Hello students, welcome in your moral science class. And first of all, today's date is 16/12/20. Okay, and today we are going to read the chapter obedience. In our previous chapter we have gained the knowledge about punctuality. What is punctuality and how we have to be punctual and how we have to value time. This lesson we learned from our previous chapter, that is punctuality. So today we are going to read the chapter obedience. Now what is obedience? Obedience means to what? To follow the orders or to follow the instructions of the elders. To obey the elders. Okay, the word obedience is derived from the word obey. We should obey our elders. You have heard this line many times that you should obey your teachers, you should obey your guardians, or you should obey your parents, right? You have heard this thing. What is the meaning of obey? Obey means to agree or to follow the instructions of the elders. Okay, now open your book. This is your book. See, this is your book, and we are going to read the chapter obedience. Okay, page number is what? Page number is 25. Okay, open your book everyone and let's start reading. First I will read the chapter and then I will explain to you. Take a pencil in your hand and start reading. Okay. There lived a lady in a house. She had a pretty little kid. She loved the kid very much and did not leave him alone. One day, she said to her little kid, "My dear, I am going to fetch a cabbage for your dinner. Lock the door of the house and do not open." Now turn your page. Do not open it to anyone who knocks without looking at the hole as to who it is. "Yes, Mom," said the kid. "Do not worry. I will follow what you have said." A stranger who lived nearby saw the lady passing by. He wished to steal money from the house. He was sure that the door would be open. He ran to the house. He went to the door with a bounce, thinking to push it open. He did not expect to find the door locked from inside. But he was mistaken and he could not get in. He was so pleased with the thought of stealing that he could not control himself. He gave a knock at the door. He was sure that the kid would open the door and he would steal the money. "Who is there outside?" asked the kid from inside. "I, my dear," said the stranger, trying to speak like the mother. "I am your mother. Open the door quickly," said the stranger. "Open the door quickly or I shall be very angry with you," said the stranger. The kid peeped through the hole. "Oh, you are not my mother. Do not try to cheat me. Just go away. I remember what my dear mother says to me. Ha ha ha." The strange man growled in anger and moved away. Soon afterwards, the lady came back. The kid looked through the hole. He saw her mother outside. He opened the door. The little kid told his mother the whole story. His mother was very happy with his effort. Thus, The kid saved himself and the house from the stranger by obeying his mother's advice. Now, what is this story? I will now explain you the story. This is the story of a mother and a kid. A boy was there. So both mother and the boy used to live in a house and no one else was there in the family. So one day what happened? The mother said, I am going to the market to buy a cabbage for the dinner. You know what is cabbage? Cabbage is a type of vegetable which is leafy and green in color. Okay, you might have seen the vegetable cabbage. Okay, so one day mother said, I am going to buy a cabbage for the dinner to prepare it for you. You be at home and don't open the door for anyone. Okay. Now what happened? The boy said, yes, mama, you go. I will obey and I will not open the door for anyone except you. Okay. Now what happened? As the mother was going, the boy has locked the door from inside. One stranger means a person who is unknown person was standing outside and watching what was going on. Okay, now the stranger person was knowing that in the house only mother is there and the kid is there, and mother is going out to buy something without the kid. That means the kid is alone in the house. He thought that the mother is going out and she will just come, so the door would be open. But he was surprised to see that the door was closed from inside. Okay. So when he went inside, when he went to the door, he tried to open it, but the door was closed. So he knocked at the door and tried to speak like his mother. Like in a girl's voice, like his mother's voice, he said, open the door, I am your mama, I am back with the vegetable, open the door. And the boy said, wait. And he looked through the hole. There is a hole in the door. Na? You might have seen a keyhole is there to look from here. Who is out the door? The boy looked from there and he saw that his mother is not there, but any stranger is there. Okay. So he said, no, don't tell lie. You are not my mother. You are a stranger and I will not open the door for you. The stranger was furious. Why? Because he was having eagerness to steal the money. Steal means what? To take away something with force. Steal means chori karna. Okay. So the stranger wanted to steal the money from the house in the absence of the mother. So he thought that the child will be there and I will just forcefully open the door and then I will steal the money from the house and I will just run away. But the child was very smart. He has not opened the door. Now the stranger was very furious and he went away. After some time, what happened? After some time, his mother came back, the child's mother. Now the mother said, open the door, I am your mother, open the door. Now again the child looked through this hole and now he saw his mother. Then he opened the door and then he told the whole story what has happened. So the mother was very happy that yes, the child is very intelligent, and the child also said, Mama, I have obeyed your what? Advice. That means whatever the advice our teachers or our parents used to give us, we should follow it. Why? Because it is for our betterment only. Okay. If your mother or your father or your teacher is telling you not to do something, like suppose you are playing with matchstick, you are playing with knife or scissor, it is very hazardous. Okay. If they are saying don't touch all these things, don't play with this, and still if you are playing, rehne do, mama is saying I will not obey, I will just play with it, then what will happen? You will cut your finger or you will put a scratch somewhere or you will burn yourself with the matchstick. Anything can happen. So it is always advisable to obey what your parents or the elders are telling you. Okay. Now I hope this chapter is clear. Now let's see what is the moral of the story. We should obey our elders I'm writing the moral here. We should obey our elders. We should obey our elders, full stop, by obeying our elders. We can stay safe. We can stay safe from many problems. See, we should obey our elders. By obeying our elders, we can stay safe from many problems. Like the child was having the problem. Who was the problem? The stranger man. If the child would disobey his mother, disobey is the opposite of obey. Okay, opposite is disobey. If the child would disobey his mother, what would have happened? When the knock was there, he would instantly open the door and the stranger would come inside and he would steal the money. He could have harmed the child also. Is it clear? So what happened? We should obey the elders. Why? Because we can stay safe from many problems. We can be safe from many problems if we obey our elders. Okay, obey is something which is the act of faith. Faith means having trust. Trust on elders, trust on our mother or our father or on other elders also. Okay, we are having the trust that they will give us right advice. They will not harm us in any manner. Okay, you know that if your parents are saying you something not to do, or if they are advising you to do something, it is for your betterment only. So we should obey them and we should show our faith to them. Okay. So I think this chapter is clear to you. Now let's solve the exercises. Okay. Now I will rub this. Let's solve the exercises. Tick the correct option. Tick the correct answer. One number. We should dash what our parents ask us to do. We should not do, we should do, or we should ignore. We should do what our parents ask us to do. So, we should do what our parents ask us to do. Okay? Now, second. Turn your page. We should follow. We should follow the orders. We should follow the orders of our parents angrily, sadly or happily? Obviously happily we should follow. So the answer will be happily. Is it clear? Now third, when we obey our parents and teachers, comma, they become what? They become sad, happy or angry? Obviously they will become happy because you obeyed them. So answer will be happy. Now next, fourth one, I will rub the first one, then I will write the fourth one. Okay. The lady had dash pretty kid, pretty, pretty kid oblique kids. The lady had one kid, two kid or three kid. The lady had one kid. This is given to confuse us. Okay. So the answer will be the lady had one pretty kid. Okay. That's all for the tick the correct option. Now we will do fill in the blanks. Okay. So I am rubbing again all these things. Now second question is fill in the blanks. If our parents ask us to do something, we should dash them. We should obey them. So I will not copy the question here. I will just write the answer. First one is obey them. Now second, our parents always gives us dash advice. Which advice? Good advice. Good advice. Now third question, a dash wanted to steal the money. Who wanted to steal the money? A stranger. So the third answer will be stranger. stranger. Don't write wrong spelling. Okay. Now the fourth question. We should always dash our elders. We should do what? We should always obey our elders. So the fourth answer will be obey. Now that's it. We will not do answer the following questions. Okay. Now let's try to do something interesting. Now see here, question number 4, life skills. What will you do in the given situation? Take the correct answer. If a certain situation is there, it is not from the chapter, but if the situation is there, how you will handle it. Okay. If your friend throws rubbish outside the dustbin, he plucks flower in the park, what you will do? Suppose you have gone to a garden with your friend and your friend throws rubbish here and there. He is not using the dustbin and he is plucking the flower from the garden. Now what you will do? You will advise him not to do it, or you will enjoy doing the same with him or her. What you will do? You will advise him not to do it, because this is not a good manner. Okay. We should keep our environment clean. So it is advise him not to do it. I am writing here fourth part. Take the correct option. Take the correct answer. So what will be the answer? A. Advise him not to do it. Is it clear? Now next, if your friend always obeys his parents and teachers, you will appreciate him and admire him, or misguide him and not to do the same. Suppose your friend is there who is obeying his parents and teachers. So what you will do? You will say, wow, such a nice friend I am having. He is admiring his parents and teachers. Or you will say, don't obey your parents. They are giving you bad advice. What you will do? You will appreciate him and admire him. So the correct answer will be again A. Appreciate him and admire him. This is the correct answer. So I hope we have completed this. There is nothing else to do. Let's complete this chapter here, and your homework is to read this chapter 3 times so that you can have the habit of reading also and you can understand this chapter properly. Thank you. Be safe, stay safe at home and enjoy learning. Bye bye.